Hello, everybody. Welcome to Speed Force Media. My name is Derek, and today we are talking about one of my favorite directors of all time, James Cameron. I myself am a big DC fan, a Marvel fan, which James Cameron is not a big fan of, but if you are, then you might be in the right place. Please consider subscribing to the channel, as it really does help support us and help us reach more listeners like you. With that down out of the way, let's get into the newest comments from Jim Cameron. Now, I've never called James Cameron Jim before, but I feel like this comment kind of warrants it. In a new interview, which James Cameron is, if you are unaware, which I don't know how you could be at this point with how much James likes to talk about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he's not a fan. He's not a fan of comic book movies in general. He's not a fan of the fans of those movies in general, and he pretty much at any given point likes to kind of go out of his way to not necessarily insult, but put down the directors, creators, actors, filmmakers, writers, and fans of these films. And of course, as a comic book movie fan, it rubs me the wrong way. But when you're the director of Terminator and Terminator 2 Judgment Day, you kind of get a little bit of slack from me because I do love those films. I don't condone talking crap about other people's work, especially when you're in that line of work. It does look a little iffy on your side, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about why James Cameron can relate to Thanos. That's right. In the eyes of James Cameron, Thanos was just a committed environmentalist. Quote, "I can relate to Thanos," Cameron told Time. "I thought he had a pretty viable answer. The problem is, nobody is going to put up their hand to volunteer to be the half that has to go." Now, that is definitely a take. It is a little weird to say that wiping out half of all life in the universe is actually a good answer to humanity's negative impact on the environment and our planet. And then the only problem with Thanos's vision is that nobody volunteered. Now, maybe I'm just reading too much into it. He's just saying, oh yeah, I can relate to Thanos because I understand seeing why it is important to look out for life and for resources. Of course those things are important. And I think Thanos was a brilliantly written character for that exact reason. Because yeah, he's here to wipe out half of not just the Earth, not the Avengers, of all life. And that is part of one of the many reasons why Thanos was not just a relatable character, but also a very impactful, meaningful, and well-written villain. So to say that somebody relates to Thanos isn't necessarily groundbreaking news. It was just the way James Cameron went about it, and the fact that it's also James Cameron, and that every time he opens his mouth about Marvel, usually it's something negative. In this one case scenario where it's not, it makes it even more strange to also go on and say that you agree with a mass galactic level genocide. I don't know, maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Maybe I'm alone in these comments. I certainly do love my planet and do love all of the different ways that we can take care of it, but I'm not certainly the one to talk about this kind of stuff. I don't think James Cameron is necessarily one to talk about this kind of stuff. And it is weird that you're still using Marvel to make these comments, which seems like every other week now. You want people to look at the Avatar franchise in the same light as Marvel and Star Wars, then maybe start there, James. But those are just my thoughts. What are you guys thinking about this? Are you kind of heated from these comments? Do you think that they're funny? Do you think that you agree with them? Whatever you think, let us know in the comments below. It is a very strange topic, but try to keep it friendly with each other. That will do it. Thanks for being here. Have a great day.